Hey Libras, welcome to True Intuition Tarot. My name is Lori, and this is your love reading for the month of November 2019. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm new to YouTube, so if you would like to leave a comment and let me know a little bit about yourself, that'll be greatly appreciated. If you'd like a personal reading, my email is in the description box below. If you'd like to follow me on social medias, my social media tags are also in the description box below. Don't forget to like and share if you know another Libra who might need this message. And if you would like to subscribe, please do. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the overall energy for your reading this month is the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. And we also have this Temperance here. And then followed behind that is the Queen of Cups. So you guys might have had some fights and with somebody, and you might be a little bit emotional about it, or they could be very emotional about it. Maybe somebody is crying. I heard the word crying, but crying or very deeply hurt. You could have also been dealing with a Sagittarius or a water sign, so Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. With the Six of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands here, I feel like even though you had been going through some stuff with someone or through some arguments with someone, you are trying to figure out the balance between you two. You're trying to make it equal. Maybe that'll be the focus between you two in November, going into December. I don't know why I heard going into December. But maybe that's been the focus for you two for a while. And you could be getting some communication that is more aimed towards the equal give and take, or getting the things that you need as well as giving the things that they need, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the message. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So I kind of feel like you guys are reflecting on a situation that went wrong. It was a very passionate situation. There was a lot of love involved. But things were not going right. You two could have argued a lot. Or there could have been distance, the lack of communication between you two, of clear communication. And unless somebody really hurt, so you still could be in this energy now. You could also be thinking about going back to them. You or them could be just a little bit stubborn at times. But if you're no longer with this person, I feel like either you or they think about going back to the other person. Can I get some clarification? Just grab these cards. So that Six of Pentacles came back out when I asked for clarification. But I still feel like someone not aggressively angry. I feel like, okay, so so I feel like there's one person who's hurt about it, and then there's another person who is kind of angry. That could be you or them, because energy is fluid. So this could even just be the cross watcher's message. But someone decided to walk away from this situation. And even if you're still with this person, you may have decided to walk away just emotionally, so there's more distance between you two, because you weren't getting what you need, and that's what you were working on. You were trying to convey that message to them. It was making you upset that you couldn't get what you needed from them. Somebody may have been over generous to somebody else, even with like money. And if it wasn't money, then it was emotionally. But there is someone who is upset. Or you could have been dealing with a fire sign or a water sign. We also had Earth here as well. You don't have to be dealing with these signs. I just like to toss them out there. Don't get hung up on the signs though. But I feel like there's someone who, again, is pretending like they're not upset. Like they're keeping that cool, calm face for like appearances. They don't want to seem like they're mad. If I had this Queen of Wands. Okay. So this could be you. Yeah. This could be you. You could be the person who's trying to keep up appearances because you don't want to seem hurt by the situation or kind of phased. You could be focusing more on work or outside things. If you're still with this person, you could just be kind of taking jabs. And what I mean by that is like just going with the flow, kind of ignoring it, not paying attention to it. But this has made you feel like you have to hold back from them. Like you can't be honest about your emotions. You could be dealing with a Leo. You don't have to be. Just like to throw that out there. Again, we have the Page of Pentacles. This could definitely be something that is in the past. This could be somebody who you are not dealing with anymore. But you are definitely reflecting on going back to. Again, we do have communication up here, so you could be contemplating talking to them, or they could have sent you some form of Facebook message, Instagram message, text message, trying to talk to you. Let's get some more information. Please give me some more information on the situation and clarify further. I feel like this situation really didn't work because the person wasn't being emotional enough. They were, like, one person wasn't being emotional enough. They were ready to sorry, I'm listening. I feel like it wasn't that they didn't have the emotions, but they wanted to put the front up so then they wouldn't get hurt. Yeah, definitely thinking about restarting this, not restarting, but going back and maybe revisiting it, maybe having a few conversations with this person. There is still love here, but I do feel like these conversations will result in somebody getting mad. What? Okay, this is insane. Okay, this is insane. So and I don't like to call people immature, but this is silly. Whoever is putting up this front, the other person, whoever's putting up the front and pretending like they're not hurt and is more angry about the situation, they're not even paying attention to the fact that they are hurt about it. Some people, if they're angry, they just might be really pissed and like outwardly pissed, not looking inside. But they still love you. They still may want to reach out. They still have these feelings. And I feel like this situation really did hurt them. Ace of Cups and the High Priest. But even though they do have those feelings, they're ready to fight. They're ready to tell you no. They're ready to combat whatever you're saying or whatever you're gonna say to them. So let's see. Let's see what happened in the past to cause this. What happened in the past to bring Libra where they are now? What happened in the past between Libra and the love interest to bring them where they are now? Can you please clarify? Alright, give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm right before I start talking. Can you please clarify further? Okay, so I feel like, yeah. Okay, so I feel like when you guys were in the relationship, I mean, this all could be going on now, okay? But if this is past, if you guys have broken up, this is what happened. When you guys were in a relationship, you or they might have questioned whether you wanted to be in a relationship. Like, you knew that you wanted the other person, but you didn't know if you wanted them now, if that made sense, or like you knew that they were somebody who you should be with, but like now wasn't the time. Like, you should be with them later. And I don't think that came from like, for some people it may have came from a selfish place, but I don't think for everybody that came from a selfish place. So then somebody may have decided to end it, or somebody may have acted. I feel like they pushed you away. Yeah, I feel like they pushed you away because they knew that this wasn't what they needed at this time, or this wasn't the connection that they needed to be in right now. They wanted to save it for later, but instead of making the best decision and just telling you that and communicating that with you, they decided to play a little game. Please clarify further. And that Page of Pentacles just keeps on popping out. For some of you, it also could have been the fact that they felt like you guys were moving too fast. Somebody could have been a little bit immature and felt like this was moving way too fast for them. And they wanted to wait or hold on a little bit. They weren't ready to invest as much as you needed or wanted. Again, this message could be vice versa. This could be how you felt versus them. And this might only be for one or two people, maybe like three people, but I also feel like there was somebody who not only felt like it was too much at this time, but they felt like they were letting the connection consume them, or they were falling behind like in somebody's shadow and they didn't want to feel like that. Maybe somebody still wanted to explore as well. Okay. Well, let me see the most likely outcome. But I do feel like this situation ultimately left both of you hurt, to be honest. You guys might show it in different ways, but both of you are hurt. What's the most likely outcome for November 2019 regarding this situation? What's the most likely outcome for my Libras and their love interest? What's Smells like something related in the love interest. Alright. Got the Hierophant. Okay, so ultimately it looks like the situation isn't gonna actually go anywhere. I feel like there might be a spark of communication, but it's gonna turn into miscommunication, sadly. You guys will have that new opportunity to talk to each other. But if you do talk to each other, the message isn't going to be understood like clearly. I know that, again, I've said this in every video, but we're going through Mercury retrograde, so people aren't communicating clearly, and some of them are communicating harshly. I don't see anybody communicating in a mean or negative way here, even though in the reading it looked like somebody was still a little bit angry or upset over the situation. But I don't feel like anybody here, if you guys do talk, is going to be angry or negative or mean. But I do feel like it won't be understood the way that they're trying to say it, or they might not say the message to you as clearly as you need to understand it. And that could be vice versa. You may be the person who's sending the message, okay? But I do feel like there is communication that needs to be had here to talk about the situation for both of you to either let it go or come back to each other. I actually don't feel like even if you guys try to come back to each other, there will be a commitment of any sort, seeing as we have the Hierophant in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You guys may even choose not to talk at all. I know it's scary for people to put their feelings on the line or have those conversations. So you guys may choose not to talk and wait and try to wait and see if they'll talk to you first. The extra information that I have here is actually you showed up in your own reading, Libra, Mars, and the 6th house. They are calling for you to take some action on this. They do want you to use your logical side, because Libras are fair. They do like to look at things from both point of views. So they want you to go back and look at the whole situation, take some action, and work on it, okay? But this is also working on yourself, because having that conversation will help you grow. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at your advice. Deep breeze. Heal the ouch. Follow the leader. And we have mountain. So from these cards, it's definitely a nudge to talk to this person or accept the communication that comes in from them if they do reach out to you. Can you please clarify each card with one card? Clarify each card with one card. So if they reach out, you don't want to answer with like a lot of negativity. You want to accept. Yeah, okay. And that Page of Pentacles comes right on back out. Okay, so you guys are still holding on to this very deeply. You may not put it out there forwardly or talk about it to everybody, but you're still holding on to this. What they want you to do is, again, accept that communication, or be the person who puts out that communication to heal yourself. Okay? The other person will also get healing from having this conversation with you, and it's going to be difficult, but the best way to finish this cycle, to close this door, if you would like it closed, to heal yourself from the hurt that came from the situation, is to go ahead and have the conversation, okay? You are not going to get what you want by overthinking or staying in that energy, okay? We have some wishes that would like to be filled with love, and you want to fill these cups, and if this card is upside down, then you can't fill them. It's just going to keep falling out, okay? Be strong when you're talking to this person, and not saying like put the walls up and then not communicate clearly, because that was the most likely outcome. You want to communicate as clear as possible, be as open as possible as you can, okay? And if you gotta wait till after Mercury retrograde, totally understand. But all of this is advice. Please do whatever you feel is best. It is your life at the end of the day. You control it. We control a lot more than we think we do. All right, so you guys have a great night. Thank you so much I'm recording this at night, so if you're watching this during the day, have a great day. But if you guys would like a personal reading, that is in the description box below. If you'd like to follow me, that's also in the description box below. Please leave a comment and let me know if it resonated. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, bye guys.